Hello, everyone. Welcome to another video. We're in October. We are halfway through October. And I think my last video was probably the end of September. So I do apologize for not even putting out anything in October, which is like the whole point of all of this Halloween extravaganza that I have been, leading up to. You would think I would have posted in October, and I think it's mainly the weather. It's really the weather. We have had 80-degree days nonstop all of October. It's been annoying, and for October being what it is in California, we don't get the beautiful changing of the seasons. Like, we really just take what we can get. And so for me to survive October, it's mostly creating the atmosphere and the energy of fall season. And I have been doing my best to do that and to embrace that and try to just allow October to be what it is. But I just feel like it is going by so fast, and it's so sad. Like, it makes me sad. So in this video, I am going to talk about October. I'm going to talk about kind of just what I have been up to, some updates. I have a little haul here. It's mostly books. Just a couple goodies that I have acquired in the last couple weeks. And yeah, we're just going to talk October. So grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into this video. All right, you guys. So where should we start? Let's start with all the goodies that are not books, and we'll leave the books last. Okay, so first let's start with the purse. So the spooky purse, I don't know, I can't remember if I showed my Coach purse in any of my previous videos. I don't think I did, but Coach comes out with a Halloween line. Usually it's like the end of September or like the 1st of October. It just kind of depends. So I wasn't sure if I was going to snag anything this season. Last season I did. And I saw the big tote bag, the tote purse, and I snagged it, you guys. So I'm going to pop in a little video here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. It is your typical Coach look, of the bag. And then it has just little pops of ghosties and pumpkins and black cats. And it's really, really cute. And I also pair it with my wallet my wristlet that I bought last Halloween season. And it is a headless horseman. I also bought the wristlet to match the tote from this season. But right now I'm using the headless horseman one because it's my favorite. I love it. And I also have a little vintage ghost pin that I put on that little wallet. So it's just been my little go-to. But I really love it. And yeah, it was a little treat. Hubs treated me to that. He was like, I didn't do a boo basket for you, but this is your boo basket. So, so he did treat me to the bag, and it was really sweet. And it's definitely a bag that I have no shame. Like, I will use that all year round. So how to show you guys the spooky bag. Okay. Another thing that I did get early in October, I believe it was the 4th. I think it was October 4th. Stanley put out a Halloween cup. I've never really been a fan of Stanley's until this year. I started to get really into them, but I buy the knockoffs. Like, I have like the ones from Michael's. You guys have seen them. But Stanley actually put out a cup that I actually really, really, really like, and I ordered it. So that is the Black Web Stanley, or at least that's what I'm calling it, the Black Web, the spider web, the spider Stanley, whatever you want to call it. So it is this beautiful baby right here. It is a 30-ounce cup, and it pretty much has the spider webbing. It's black on black, and it's beautiful. And then you have the Stanley, and it has a cute little spider web and a little spider hanging off of it. And the nameplate actually glows in the dark as well as the lid. So it's this beautiful lime green color. The straw is also a lime green. So I really, really love black and green together. Green is my favorite color. Black is one of my favorite colors. And they just look really beautiful together. So I like the simplicity of it. And I love that it's black on black. I just think that's really sleek. And you can use this all year round if you want to. It's really nice. And so I have been using it every day since I got it. I added one of my little Ghosty straw toppers, and it has been my Halloween cup the entire month of October. Yes, we love the Stanley. I love it so much. It makes me so happy when I look at it. And it also helps me stay on track with my water intake. So very, very important with that. Okay. A Ghosty. I guess it wouldn't be a little haul if I didn't have a Ghosty to show you guys. So, I found a little vintage ghost on Etsy, and he arrived early October. He's so cute. He's a little chunky ghost. But this guy I spotted him in an Instagram reel that I follow one of the Ghosty girls. And I really like the look of this Ghosty. I think he's cute. He's chunky. He's a chic ghost. Love that he's holding a pumpkin. Just this one looked really, really good. So yeah, I snagged him up. He was only $20, $24, something like that. And yeah, I want to say I did mention this in another video, but love my little Ghosty. So he's like one of my most recent ones. So today, actually, my little ghost pin came in the mail. I follow this creator. She goes, where do I have her little... No, Happy Clouds and Trees. Okay, Happy Clouds and Trees. Sorry, guys. She goes by Happy Clouds and Trees, and she draws her own little ghosties, and she makes like little videos with them. They're so cute. So yeah, if you're looking for some cute little ghosty content, definitely give her Instagram a follow, and her Etsy shop. Her Etsy shop is, I think, yeah, it's Happy Clouds and Trees. I believe it's the same thing for Etsy. So Happy Clouds and Trees on Etsy. And she has like little ghosty stickers and like her artwork. She also has like 5x7, painting things of her art. It's just so freaking cute. So love her ghosties. These little pins are hard to get your hand on. Like, I have been trying to buy one for the last 2 months. Like, every time she launches them, she doesn't do pre-orders. She'll just launch it on a certain day, and they get sold out within minutes. So I kind of gave up a little bit, and then she posted that she was going to do her special Halloween ghost pin. And I mean, it's the same little ghosty pin, but she just has like her little Halloween artwork in the back. And so she mentioned she was going to come out with her Halloween, and I figured, okay, for sure that's going to sell out like crazy. And it didn't. I think people had bought it. People bought this pin. So like everybody got their hands on it for the last few months, that when she finally launched the Halloween one, people had it already. So no one was going crazy over it. So I was able to snag one, and I was so happy. I wish I would have bought two, but I'm happy with this one. So I love collecting the little pins. I put them on my book bags. Sometimes I put them on my wallets. Sometimes I wear them. They're so freaking cute. So I'm excited. I'm glad that I was able to grab one of her ghosty pins and a couple of her stickers. And then everything else I'm going to show you guys is Barnes & Noble. So Barnes & Noble has been like my favorite store. I mean, it's always been my favorite store. But I love to just go into Barnes & Noble and walk around. Their Halloween stuff is so freaking cute. And Hubs and I went down the hill a couple times to grab tacos and stuff. And one of those days we went to Barnes & Noble, and I was able to see their Halloween stuff. They have like different stuff from the Barnes & Noble up here. So sometimes you have to go to multiple stores. And the one down the hill, I'm glad that I checked it out, because they actually had the Dracula candle that I was looking for up here. So the one up here doesn't have it. And the one down there had like 7 of them. So it is a little pricey of a candle. Like pretty much like all the things at Barnes & Noble, it's a little pricey, if you know what I mean. But is it worth it? Yeah. It's gorgeous. So it is a black. It's a black and red candle. Has Dracula's castle, has bats, and like a graveyard. It's so nice. Spooky tree. It's a really nice candle. It has like a cinnamony spice kind of a scent. Yeah, black pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, birch tar. So really like fall. A good fall candle. But it's really nice, and this is one of those things that once the candle is burnt out, I will obviously be saving the container and using it for something else. And I have my whole Dracula little setup on my bookshelf, so I just thought that this would be perfect to add to that bookshelf. I love it. I also always look at the bookmarks, because the bookmarks, sometimes they have horror bookmarks, or, you know, horror books or movies or whatnot. And I've gotten really lucky with finding some of their horror bookmarks. But this time I was able to get my hands on a Stephen King Pet Cemetery bookmark. So I love that. I like to match bookmarks to my books, if that makes sense. I also picked up a couple Pez containers because they had Dracula and the Ghosty. So picked those up. I have my vintage Pez containers that I showed in another video. So that's kind of why I wanted to get the 2 that I picked up this time around. And then we have books. So all of these books are, not all of them are from Barnes & Noble, but most of them are. But I did pick up the last one, At the Wedding, which is by the same author who wrote Hidden Pictures. If you've read that book, you know it's really, really good. So Hidden Pictures was a really, it's a good thriller. So I hear that this one's pretty good too. Some people have already been talking about liking it. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I don't know what that means. I guess it means maybe it has some extra stuff that other books wouldn't. I don't know. I picked up Ghost Camera. I have been wanting this book for a while, and every single time I check my Barnes & Noble, it's always sold out. But I got lucky. So Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates. Darcy Coates writes really good, quick horror reads. Like, she's just really super simple, straight to the point with her horror books. I enjoy her writing. It's pretty good. So I think Ghost Camera is going to be an interesting one. At least it sounds interesting. But I love the bloody cover of this. It just looks really good. Adam Cesar wrote The Influencer. So I know he's had this one out. Well, I don't know if it was in book form. I think he only had it in digital for a while, but it recently came out in book form. So Adam Cesar wrote the Clown in a Cornfield trilogy. And he also wrote Influencer. He's written some other books too. And I like his writing style. I like his energy. I like him in general. Like, I've followed his YouTube channel before for a while. Follow him on Instagram and all that. So I really like his vibe. And this book sounds really good. So we will see. Influencer. Follow him or die. Ooh, creepy. This is the one that I think will be a good romance read for the holiday season. This is called Behind a Closed Door. It's like one of those books where it's like about a game that is like life or death. It says 50 Shades meets David Fincher's The Game. Would you kill a total stranger to save someone you love? So it kind of sounds like the Saw series, you know? Like, what would you do kind of a situation. And it supposedly has elements of erotica or like intense romance, sexy scenes. So we will see how that goes. Not always what I'm into reading, but every once in a while, you know, we get that craving for that kind of stuff, right? Sunglasses After Dark. This was on in Barnes & Noble recently. This was on their end cap for vampire books. So this one sounded really interesting. You follow a female vampire. Yeah. She went missing and then she wakes up as a vampire, and it's just kind of like her figuring out who changed her. It's kind of like that. Sounds really good. I like the cover. So we shall see. We shall see if that one's a really good one. I love a vampire read. Picked up Ghost Radio. This one was also on my TBR for quite a bit, and I could never find it at the Barnes & Noble here at near my house. So when we went down the hill, I was able to find one there. That, I am telling you, that Barnes & Noble has like everything. I love it. So Ghost Radio has mixed reviews. Some people think it's boring. Some people love it. So whenever I see a book that I'm interested in and it has mixed reviews, I always just give myself the grace to read it and find out for myself if I'm going to love it or not. Because some people that say it sucks don't know what a good book is, and you know, and then vice versa, you know. And we all have different interests, but this one sounds really good. I think it's like has to do with being on a radio station and hearing voices and stuff, spooky stuff. I don't know. Love it. I also picked up a Stephen King book. This one's been around for a while, but it is called Storm of the Century. I really was pulled in by the cover. You just have like that creepy storm with the lighthouse. I love that energy in books. I just love a good, like, off the coast of the ocean, stormy night kind of vibe. And it takes place in Maine. Oh, so if I could ever travel to Maine and spend like a cozy fall on like a little beach cottage, oh my God, that is just something I would love to do at least once in my lifetime. I don't know what it is about Maine. My heart is so called to that state. But yeah, the fact that it takes place there, and I don't know, this just looks up my alley. So if I'm ever in the mood to read like a stormy night spooky book, I have one. I also like too, this is what drew me in. The book is written like a script. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, because Stephen King can usually be long-winded with his writing. He's really good, but long-winded. Sometimes you just have to have the patience. And when I saw how it was written like this, I feel like that will make it more doable to get through. And also it has pictures. So yeah, I love it. So I like books that are written differently like that they're laid out differently. I'll Be Waiting. This is by Kelly Armstrong. So Kelly Armstrong has been on my... I love her writing. So she's written quite a few werewolf, vampire books. She writes all that kind of stuff, like the paranormal, love, all that good stuff. Like paranormal romance meets horror meets fantasy. She's in that genre. And I saw the cover of this one and it drew me in. So I'll Be Waiting. You have a planchette and roses. What a beautiful design for a cover. And I was drawn in by this. So pretty much it's the love of someone's life passes away, says that they'll be waiting for them when they pass. And it's like her reuniting or wanting to reunite with him or figuring out what happened. I don't know. It kind of sounds like a mystery, but it also feels romancy. And I think you're just going to get elements of everything with this. I don't know. We'll see. But I like Kelly Armstrong's writing. And she does a lot of series when she writes, which a series can be a good thing because you know you have something else to read or something to look forward to. But for me personally, I'm more of a standalone kind of a book reader because I have to really love a series to want to read all of it. So I don't go through series very often. I really have to have the time and the love for it to do it. I hate that. I wish I would be more into it, but that's just how I am. So when I saw this book, it's a standalone and I had to snag it. So I can't wait to get back into one of Kelly Armstrong's writing her books because it's been a while since I read one. These last two books are actually from the Book of the Month subscription, which I canceled my subscription. So this morning I decided I was going to cancel the Book of the Month subscription because I have lots of books from them throughout this year and I need to catch up with it. So I told myself, you know what? I'm going to finish the subscription. I wanted to at least see what they put out for October, and I'm glad I waited. But I canceled my subscription. Maybe I'll bring it back later on. But for now, I don't need more books. Not from them. I'm glad that I waited for October. So for October, I did pick 2 books. I picked the Frida McFadden, The Boyfriend. She writes lots of books. She has lots of books. She does thriller. They're really fast, quick reads. They're really, really good. And The Boyfriend just looked really interesting to me. So I'm excited to see what this one's all about. I don't know. I want to surprise myself. But I like the little blurb. It says, "Is he the man of your dreams or your worst nightmare?" So we shall see if Boyfriend is a good read or not. But I love the cover. Their October pick was also this creepy looking one. It's called Dearest. It's a typical, which is not always my favorite trope in horror, but your typical creepy child kind of a book. So when I saw that, I was kind of like, do I really want to read another creepy child book? You know, they have to be really good for me to be into it. But this one sounds interesting, but the cover was what drew me in. So I like that retro kind of look. A new mom in need of help opens the door to her long estranged mother, only to invite something much darker inside. So she's a new mom, enamored for her baby girl Iris, who has arrived a few weeks early, but with her husband still deployed. Flora must navigate the newborn stage alone. As the sleepless nights pass in their half-empty home, the edges of her reality begin to blur. Household items seem to move of their own accord, and Flora is certain someone is talking to Iris through the baby monitor. So it does sound creepy. It is not my favorite horror trope, but maybe I'll give it a chance and we'll see how it goes with that. And yeah, but my husband always tells me don't ever stop reading, like always read, you know, like he loves that about me. So I've been so sentimental with my husband too lately because I don't know, I just feel like him and I are just on this like another wavelength together in a good way, not a bad way. I just feel like we are really we've been bonding a lot. And I'm not saying that we never did before. Like my husband and I have this really good, strong marriage, this really strong relationship. Like we have a really strong relationship. I'm so blessed to have what I have with him. But I just feel like the last couple months we've really been stronger in a sense, and I know it's because we bonded more over the fact that like we've been coming to terms of accepting the fact that, you know, growing a family together just hasn't happened. And I didn't want to like talk about anything personal, but that's the most I'm going to say about it. But we've just been able to bond and accept and just come to a place of like, when you come to a place of acceptance and a place of like, we love each other and we love our life and we love what we have. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. We're doing really well. So anyways, you guys, that is my book pile it's just my book pile. That was my little haul for October. We're midway through October. I have some videos in mind that I want to do. I'm not going to do any more decorating videos. Like the house is decorated. We're actually going to be hosting I'm calling it a little Halloween hangout with my husband's side of the family. So we're just going to have close family over and just do pumpkin carving and that kind of thing. I really don't plan on posting any like decoration videos or anything like that. All that's done. My house has been decorated for the last few weeks. I'm just enjoying every day, day by day. That's kind of my approach right now with October, because it goes so fast. This month goes by so incredibly fast, and the fact that we're already on the 16th, it's just insane to me. So before you know it, it's going to be over. And then, man, oh man, like the holiday season is just a whirlwind. And the next thing you know, we're like the first of the year. So it's really kind of scary the older you get, how fast time goes. So I'm just kind of in this space right now where I just want to wake up in the morning and enjoy my day, like day by day, hour by hour. That's kind of how I've been living. Like, I mean, all the time, but lately I've been very intentional with how I'm like enjoying my time and my energy, and just, enjoying like little outings with my husband, or spending time by myself, or, doing like little house chores or visiting family, whatever. Like, I've just been letting myself enjoy day by day, hour by hour. And I think that that's the way life is supposed to be, you know? But yeah, just little things here and there. Anyways, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I do need to edit this video after. And I just thank you for being here. Thank you for spending some time with me. And hopefully my next video will be out soon. And I can't wait to catch up and see how you guys are all doing. And yeah, I guess that'll be it. So talk to you guys later. Bye.